Hello folks and welcome back to another lesson. Today we're learning Metallica's Lux Aeterna, which sounds like a really cool Greek holiday resort, which I would like to visit. Check this out as well. Oh yeah, I thought I'd get out my old vinyl. Look at that. God, what else have we got? Ride the Lightning. Love that. I don't even have a record player. This was one of my favourites. The one gatefold sleeve edition. Oh, look at that. That brings back some memories, I can tell you. Right, let's crack on with the tones, shall we? You may have noticed I've swapped out the pickups in my PRS. So I've gone from the stock ones to some bare knuckles. I do love bare knuckle pickups. So these are silos. Thank you very much indeed to Bare Knuckle for sending these bad boys over for me to play with. They're amazing. I'm really, really pleased with them, especially for gainy stuff. And this is gainy stuff. So we're using the heavy from Empress for the tone. Lovely, lovely chugginess. And I'm going into the Morgan MVP 66 back there. So that is it. Pretty straightforward chain. So intro riff goes like this. So we have some power chords, lovely. And we're on the A string here. So we're going to go 5th fret and 7th fret. And you're going to slide down 1 fret, okay? I used my 1st and little finger. You could use your 1st and 3rd, whatever works for you. And you go, and then you do a down, up. If you can do this with all down picks, then go for it. I think, James, I'm not going to get into that debate, Metallica and down picks. I'm doing it alternate picking. Do it how you wish. I think, actually, I do see James alternate picking this on the video. But anyway, we go. So those 2 notes are palm muted, okay? So you're going to lightly rest the palm of your hand against the strings near the bridge there, right? And you repeat that pattern down 1 fret each time. So you're going to start on 5 to 4, then you go 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1, all right? Do that round twice, and then you do this. Which again is chromatic, but what you've got here is you've got a D power chord, but then you've got the 5th in the root, okay, which makes it super meaty. So you're basically covering the 5th fret on the E and the A string, okay? And there's stabs, right? So there's staccato. Then you go to an open A. And then James slides up to the 14th fret, okay, which is an octave above. So he does that after 2 bars. And then there's a pick scrape down into the, what is the verse riff, right? But you play it 4 times round, and then there's some more stabs, and then you're into the verse, right? So the verse riff, though, goes... And then you're back into that riff again, okay? So I played this riff 4 times. And then I went into some stabs. So let's break this one down first. You're on the G string here, and you're going to do a pull off and a pull off. 7-5-0. And basically, you just want to pull lightly off the string, right? So you pick once, but 3 notes sound. Then you play the open A and the 7th fret on the D. Okay, that holds out for an 8th note and a half, and then you go into 6 palm muted open A's. Then you got double stops on the 7th fret and the 8th fret here. So slowly it would be... Now I'm using my 1st finger there, and then I've got my 3rd finger to start that next repeat. find that the easiest way to play it. If you start doing, you know, it's quite difficult to move that around. So I leave my third finger free. You could do it with your first finger if you wanted as well. I find that easier to transition back around into the other, into the beginning of the riff. And then we've got some more stabs. This time though, with that part of the verse just chucked in for the last 2 eighth notes. Then you're back into that again. 4 times. Then we're into the verse. That goes like this. You play that round 3 times. The 4th time you play, into the next riff. So it's an A5, 6 palm muted chugs, and then you go to C, D, C. With that rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then we move that shape down 1 string and we're on the G. Again, same pattern. This time you go C, B, B. And then you go round again. So I'll play it all slowly. And again, you play that 3 times. The 4th time, slight variance is when you go to the G. You go into the F, right? So you go C, B, and then the open E. All right, and then you're on the F. So the next section goes... Brilliant, isn't it? That's super like old school Metallica stuff, this tune. So we have F, and then you have, for an 8th note, the rest is 16th note chugs. E. Then you go up to the 10th fret on the E, and you're going to do a hammer on, and then 2 more on the 12th fret. So you play the same thing 4 times, right? Then back into the chorus riff. The only difference there is you're going to play it 8 times. Then you go back round the whole thing. So in verse, you do that 4 times again, same pattern, then that part again. The only difference is when you go to the chorus, you just play it 4 times rather than 8. That riff, okay, it's just 4 times round. Then you've got 3 of these. And then you're into the solo, okay? So that is pretty straightforward. It's the same thing that we learned earlier. So you do that 3 times. The 4th time you play this, 3 stab. And then the 4th time you play this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay, for that change. And you're on the 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret on the low E, okay? Then you're into the solo, and behind the solo, James is playing this. Pretty cool, isn't it? It's very, very straightforward. Again, you know, typical Metallica stuff. We've got same motifs being used, so he's mixing up basically 2 of the riffs. So you've got E, and then that's on the A and D string, right? 7 to 8. Play that round 4 bars worth, and then you move into this part, which goes up to the B flat. You just play that round 4 times, okay? So 1 time round is... So there you just 6, 3, 5, okay, root note wise. And some more stabs. another load of stabs. So you've got twice round with 4 stabs. Do that twice, and then the third time you let it ring out. And then you do another 4 stabs. And then you're back into... And then you play that, right? So that's just 3 times round that main riff. And then you do... This is almost And Justice for All stuff, isn't it? And then you come back in with this 4 times. Do that 4 times, and then you go back into another verse. Same deal as before, the 4th time you go. But this time, you play this part on the 10th fret twice as long. It's almost bread fan, that, isn't it? Anyway, you go back into the main motif again 4 times. And then you do another one of these. And then, intro riff twice. And then... You really need to be listening out for the drums here, so it's not quite an equal amount of bars that's played before Lars kicks back in. But then you're going to join in with this twice. And then you're done. So that last part is just... Rather than playing, you do that D chord with the 5th in the root, okay? So 5, 5, 7, 7. To the 6th fret, okay? Just up 1 fret. And that is it, people. You're done. Man, that's good fun. It's a nice, easy-ish one to play as well, so I hope you enjoyed that one. See you again soon.